The Ferrari F355 is a sports car built by Ferrari from May 1994 to 1999. It is an evolution of the Ferrari 348 and was replaced by the Ferrari 360. It is a mid-engined, rear-wheel drive V8-powered two-seat coupe, targa, or convertible. Design emphasis for the F355 was placed on significantly improved performance, as well as drivability across a wider range of speeds and in different environments. Apart from the displacement increase from 3.4 to 3.5 L, the major difference between the V8 engine in the 348 and F355 is the introduction of a 5-valve cylinder head. This new head design allowed for better intake permeability and resulted in an engine that was considerably more powerful, producing 380 PS. The longitudinal 90-degree V8 engine was bored 2 mm over the 348's engine, resulting in the small increase in displacement. Engine internals are produced using lightweight materials. The connecting rods are forged in T6L4V titanium alloy. The engine's compression ratio is 11:1 and it employed the Bosch Motronic M2.7 engine control unit in the 1995 model year, which was then changed to the M5.2 in 1996 through end of production. The Motronic system controlled the electronic fuel injection and ignition systems, with a single spark plug per cylinder. Engine lubrication is via a dry-sump oiling system. The frame is a steel monocoque with tubular steel rear subframe with front and rear suspensions using independent, unequal-length wishbones, coil springs over gas-filled telescopic shock absorbers with electronic control servos and anti-roll bars. The car allows selection between two damper settings, comfort, and sport. Ferrari fitted all road-going F355 models with Pirelli tires, size 225/40ZR18 in front and 265/40ZR18 in the rear. Although the F355 was equipped with power-assisted steering, this could optionally be replaced with a manual steering rack set up by special order. Aerodynamic designs for the car included over 1,300 hours of wind tunnel analysis. The car incorporates an older profile on the upper portion of the tail, and a fairing on the underbody that generates negative lift when the car is at speed. The car's standard seats are upholstered with hides from Connelly leather, and are fitted asymmetrically in the car. This results in the driver being slightly closer to the car's center line than the passenger. At launch, two models were available, the Coupe Berlinetta priced at $130,000, and the Targa Top GTS. The Spider version, priced at $137,000, was introduced in 1995. In 1997 the Formula One-style paddle gear shift electro-hydraulic manual transmission was introduced with the Ferrari 355 F1 adding a £6,000 to the dealer asking price. The F355 was the last in the series of mid-engined Ferraris with a flying buttress rear window, with lineage going back to the 1965 Dino 206 GT, unveiled at the Paris Auto Show. The nomenclature does not follow the formula from the previous decades, that is engine capacity followed by number of cylinders. For the F355, Ferrari used engine capacity followed by the number of valves per cylinder to bring the performance advances introduced by a 5-valve per cylinder configuration into the forefront. The F355 is relatively common as Ferraris go with 11,273 total units produced. F355 Berlinetta. The Berlinetta was introduced in May 1994 as the first in a successful series of F355 models. Initially, the 6-speed manual was the only transmission available. However, in 1997, the Berlinetta was the first ever road car to be equipped with the innovative F1-style gearbox management system. Derived directly from Formula One, where it made its debut in 1989 winning the Brazilian Grand Prix, the electro-hydraulic system was operated by paddles behind the steering wheel using the F355 a Euro unregistered trademark S conventional 6-speed manual gearbox. The new transmission guaranteed lightning-quick gear changes, with the additional advantage that both the driver a Euro unregistered trademark S hands could stay on the wheel at all times. Ferrari produced 4,871 road-going Berlinetta models during the entire production run, of which 3,829 were 6-speed and 1,042 were F1 transmissions. F355 Spider. The F355 Spider debuted in 1995, its Pininfarina pen lines honed by 1,800 hours in the wind tunnel, resulting in a blend of elegant style and aerodynamic performance. For the first time on a Ferrari, the semi-automatic softtop was powered electronically. Initially, the Spider was offered with a 6-speed transmission. In 1997, the Spider was offered with the F1 transmission option. The Spider proved to be the second most popular F355 model, with a total production of 3,717 units, of which 2,664 were produced with the 6-speed transmission and another 1,053 produced with the F1 transmission. F355 GTS. In 1995, Ferrari introduced the GTS model to the F355 family. The GTS model is based on the Berlinetta but offers a removable targa-style hardtop roof, which can be stored behind the seats. Other specifications were identical to the Berlinetta. A total of 2,577 GTS models were produced, with 2,048 delivered with the 6-speed transmission and another 529 with the F1 transmission. This was the last GTS Targa-style model produced by Ferrari. F355 Challenge. In 1995 Ferrari introduced a race-ready F355 Challenge model for use specifically in the Ferrari Challenge. The Ferrari F355 Challenge model was created by starting with the standard Ferrari F355 Berlinetta model and modifying it with a $30,000 factory-to-dealer supplied kit. The initial 1996 cars came with cage mounts factory-fitted and carpets removed. Each year the cars arrived with more and more race parts factory-fitted, culminating in the 1998 full Evolution cars which were supplied as virtually complete race cars though parts such as the rear wings still needed to be fitted. The kit initially required 110 hours to install, and included the following components: modifications, competition clutch, fast steering rack, competition steering wheel, loud and quiet lightweight exhausts, roll cage, racing seats, safety harnesses, fire extinguisher, engine cut-off switch, manual radiator fan control, upgraded fans, carbon fiber rear wing, upgraded 14 inches Brembo brakes, 18 speedline wheels, Pirelli racing slicks, solid suspension bushings and competition springs, front and rear brake cooling ducts, Challenge black rear grille, lightened front bumper, light end headlight replacement buckets, front and rear tow hooks. The F355 Challenge shares the same engine performance and physical dimension specifications as the original. 108 were produced, all with a 6-speed transmission. There were 18 RHD cars imported by Ferrari UK and modified by MHT. Some of these rare cars have now been converted to be street legal. Each F355 Challenge has an emblem on the rear that specifically denotes F355 Challenge. Serie Fiorano. For 1999, Ferrari introduced a limited production of F355 Spider models designated Serie Fiorano. Launched in March 1999, this limited production run of 100 planned units included a number of performance enhancements: competition-derived Fiorano suspension pack, featuring wide-track, stiffer springs, a thicker anti-roll bar, drilled and ventilated brake discs and competition brake pads, competition-sourced steering rack, alterations to the computer mapping provided a little more power and torque, Challenge rear grilles and enameled Scuderia Ferrari shields, carbon fiber inserts, center console, door sills and paddle shifters, suede-covered steering wheel. There were 100 Serie Fiorano units delivered to the US market, 74 with a F1 transmission and 26 with the 6-speed manual. An additional 4 units were produced beyond the planned production with 3 European models and 1 South African delivery. Each unit was delivered with a numbered plaque affixed to the dashboard. Performance: max power at RPM, 375 HP at 8250 horsepower per litre, 109 horsepower per litre, torque at RPM, 363 Nm at 6000, 0 Euro 60 mph, 4.6 s, 0 Euro 100 km/h, 4.7 s, 0 Euro 160 km/h, 10.8 s, quarter mile, 12.9 s, 0 Euro 1000 m, 23.7 s, top speed 295 km/h. Recall, in November 2009, Ferrari recalled about 2,419.95 Euro 99 355s and 355 F1s in the United States because of improperly placed screw clamps that could damage the fuel supply pipes and allow fuel to leak into the engine compartment. Ferrari learned of the problem when it was sued over a fire involving an injury to a driver. References: Buckley, Martin and Rees, Chris. World Encyclopedia of Cars. London, Arness Publishing. ISBN A1-84038-083-7. External links, official Ferrari website, Ferrari 355 Buyer's Guide and other information.